Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mission Log for SWTOR. This is the series where we go through an MMO and we document it essentially, and currently we're going through SWTOR as I just said, but we are currently in the midst of this Trooper storyline. We're actually near the end of the Trooper storyline. We've got the, we've got to go to Coruscant, we're going to meet the Senate, and then we're going to go to Corellia. And then after that we are pretty much finished. We do have Ilum still to do after that, but we'll see whether we pick that up or not straight away, or whether we leave that for a little bit. But yeah, so let's get into it. Hope Gaza's Amanda Waller bitch ass gets what's coming to him. Well, the funny thing is, there's two bitch asses at the end of this story, and both of them, well, one of them does eventually get what's coming to them. The other one, Anyway, right, let's speak to 4X.
Our opportunity has arrived, sir. We've received intelligence reports that Colonel Rebus is about to test his latest project. A secret proving ground has been established on Hoth. Security will be extensive, but nothing compared to Rebus's usual protection.
Perfect.
Sounds like you've got your opening.
Neutralizing Colonel Rebus will devastate the Empire's weapons programs. Even I cannot calculate the number of lives that this mission could save. By robbing our enemies of their most despicable weapons, we will rob them of victory, ensuring freedom for generations to come.
See you, 4X. Good luck. Enjoy. I kind of feel like
It was a trap, sir. Colonel Rebus was even more devious than I had expected.
I kind of feel like some of these were definitely meant to be like full missions at one point, because like the fact that they use places that you can actually go to, some of them don't, some of them play it, but I feel like there's a lot of times where the companions go off on their own and they say, I'm going to go and do this, and it does feel like if the game had been bigger in scope, which it was quite big in scope already, but bigger, I think you'd have found that you would have went with the companions on all these sort of missions as well.
You mean it was all a setup?
All of the hints and clues that led me to Rebus were fabricated. It was all a scheme to capture my power core. As soon as I defeated the last of the Imperial security teams and confronted Rebus, he activated a specially built device that overloaded my primary energy controls. I was frozen.
Just like me right now. How did you escape?
How did you manage to turn the tables on him?
Colonel Rebus.
As Rebus and his final few guards approached, I discovered that I still had control over a handful of secondary subsystems. By manipulating those systems, I was able to trigger a full emergency shutdown and a rear servo lock, violently propelling me forward just as Rebus came to face me.
You fell on him.
You actually escaped by collapsing on the guy?
It was a desperate ploy, but it was successful. As I'd hoped, shutting down my power core caused Rebus's device to shut down as well. All systems were restored within 96 seconds. Rebus's surviving guards were still attempting to lift me off of him at the time, so I dealt with them and carried the colonel back to base. Mission accomplished.
I say so.
That's definitely one for the records, 4X.
With Rebus in custody, the entire galaxy is a safer place. It will be some time before I can locate an even more impressive target. As soon as I do, you'll be the first to know.
Do you not think it comes from droidicas though, genre? Do you not think that's the obsession? The 3 legs? For war droids? I sort of feel that's almost where it comes from.
Just got off the holo with Torf. He asked me to thank you for getting him out of that labor camp. He's starting to see the danger the other Deadeyes are in. Anxious for us to find them.
You should help us.
We could use him when we rescue the rest of the Deadeyes.
SIS already has him tied up in debriefs. Pretty much exchanged one cell for another. It was a mistake to trust a snake like Zane, but Torf's heart was in the right place. I just hope this mistake doesn't get any of those men killed.
Okay. Made it less special? Yeah, I know what you mean, genre, definitely, but that's definitely where they got the design
I've been
element
wondering
from.
what life will be like when the war finally ends. I've always known that there will be peace eventually.
Okay, Alara.
But
Maybe we'll get time off.
It'd be nice to finally take some vacation.
hopefully there will be at least a few beautiful places left to visit. All that truly matters is that I have you with me, whatever the future brings. I want you to be a part of my life, no matter what may come. I want to be with you forever.
Let's get married.
Marry me, Alara. We'll face the future together.
You mean it? Yes!
Marriage number 2. That being not for this character, but in general.
We'll have to do things properly someday. A military ceremony, dress uniforms. Do you think General Garza will officiate?
We'll twist her arm.
I'm sure we could convince her.
I hope so. She has such an authoritative speaking voice. Now just know I'm yours. Now and forever.
And I'm
I'll
yours.
always be with you.
I love you.
I'm sorry, you honky sploink. Wow, sploinking with your squaddy. Does HR know about this? They did. We applied for the proper channels. Did they have HR in the Republic? Yeah, Human Republic. Xavier Juna.
I'm sorry. I don't know what Xavier Juna means. Is there any way I can lend a hand? I hope you find what you're looking for. It's great to hear that things went well, Yoon.
Cool. Thanks for that, Yoon. Right, let's decline Tano. Mr. Vic, once more.
Everything's ready, boss. I've got Lord Albrecht's location on Alderaan and all of the files that prove the debt. I just have to walk in, show the files, act tough, and we can both become a little bit richer.
You're a disgrace.
This goes against everything we stand for, Vic.
It doesn't go against anything I stand for. See you when I've got the credits.
This man.
That was ridiculous. Turns out there's 2 Lord Albrechts. A father-son team. A crazy old man and stuck-up little punk team, really. Neither of them had a single credit, and both of them had promised to sell the guns to 3 different buyers apiece.
Told you not to go.
Just more reasons you never should have tried to pull something like this.
Oh, I pulled it off. It took a lot of wrangling, but I managed to get those 2 saps into the same room with all of their buyers. Then I lobbed a couple of grenades in. Most of the buyers' credits were still in one piece afterward, so I'm calling it a win.
You're insane.
You murdered 8 people just for some credits?
Nah, there were more than that. The buyers wouldn't show up without muscle after all. Let's hope the next rundown isn't so tough. The stress might ruin my looks.
You know what I realized bothers me about Tano Vic ultimately? Go ahead, Jandra. What bothers you about Tano Vic ultimately? Well, other than that, my word. Yeah, he really just said, let me just kill all these people. Not even the people who were specific, but not just the collateral damage. Everyone. Everyone.
General Garza, I hadn't expected you here, or Agent Bulger.
The Senate situation is more complicated than I could explain via holo. I couldn't be certain my office wasn't being monitored. What I said before was accurate. The Senate has called a hearing to investigate the actions of Special Forces, Havoc Squad specifically. But what I couldn't say was that the senator behind these proceedings is actually an undercover
I didn't
agent
remember
for the
this at all.
Empire. The entire hearing is a sham.
How could the Empire possibly get an agent elected to the Senate? They didn't. They just bought someone who was already in place.
We have the evidence right here. His name's Zion. He represents a tiny little rock in the middle of some very profitable trade lanes.
With the help of Imperial intelligence, Senator Zion has slowly gained influence. Now he's turning that influence against us.
It's just another shot from dear old General Rakton. Zion gets Havoc suspended. Rakton gets the break he needs to turn the war back his way.
Okay, let's just read Jondra's post quick. They don't allow you to dictate how you interact with him. I would have liked if you had a accept/deniability option. One way you are fully into what he's doing, and one way you could actually have plausible deniability. Regardless of what you say, he just tells you. They don't give you the autonomy to play a shoot who plays by the book. Yeah, with him, it's basically, I'm going to just keep doing this thing. I'm just going to keep doing this thing, and you, like, there should have been a way to really pull, like, the cutscene should have differed more with him, and you should have been able to take him to Gaza and say this is not fucking acceptable, basically.
What's our move? Arrest Zion?
Not exactly. The military doesn't have that kind of authority. And detaining Zion would only fuel his accusations that we abuse our power. I want you to attend the hearing just as the Senate has asked. We can't risk him getting away. Go and conduct yourself respectfully. When it's your turn to speak, present the evidence the SIS has gathered. The Senate will have to investigate, and we'll be free to resume operations.
I'll get this cleared up in no time.
Remember, Senator Zion will do his best to paint you as a loose cannon. Don't do anything to prove him right. I'll be waiting in my office. Report back to me as soon as the hearing is complete. Dismissed.
Okay.
Have fun, Major.
Do you know what? I actually find it fascinating that, like, I think Struber has the most throughput of NPCs as well. Because I'm thinking of the other stories, and obviously the Sith changes a bit because you kill your master or the master, you know, etc. So you have different quest givers and stuff. But Balka and Gaza and Jaxor, obviously, but less so because what happens to her, are there throughout. I find that not many of the NPCs are there throughout the stories like that. Forces you into a corner where even if you play a shooter who does everything by the rules, Tanner just tells you, I'm fully committing these crimes, and you basically just go, no, haha, don't. Yeah. It's like, you're too cute to be doing these crimes. You're too sexy. Obviously not, because he's one of the ugliest characters in the game, but it's different. That's a different conversation. Jonas is a cool NPC because you see him elsewhere too. Well, that's the thing, right? This is why I wanted to kind of do everything and loop it all up so that when we play these characters through. I do think, and the more I'm thinking on it, because I want to see or show people the differences between the different, like, classes for, like, the expansions, I do think I want to eventually do that. But I'm just trying to work out how we're going to do that. I think basically the idea will be do a Republic and Imperial version first, and then sort of think about how I want to do the potential for the other ones, because I want to kind of capture those moments with the other characters, but I don't want to, like, rehash everything constantly. That makes sense?
Welcome, Major. We appreciate you taking the time to come and respond to our concerns in person. Senator Zion, you may proceed.
Thank you. As many of you are aware, Havoc Squad is widely considered to be the finest infantry team in the Republic military. Their reputation earns them a great deal of leeway, so much that they have become a danger to the Republic itself. My friends and colleagues, what is it that Havoc Squad actually does, day in and day out? Disturbingly, almost no one knows for sure.
Let me show you. Kill Zion. Can you imagine?
We all remember the mysterious disappearance of Havoc Squad's previous commander. No doubt, a crime was committed and covered up. And that nonsense with the so-called Gauntlet superweapon. An astronomically expensive operation to destroy a science project whose danger was never substantially proven. And it was only after that reckless operation that the Empire attacked us with full force. Why wasn't the Senate consulted beforehand? I will end with this simple fact. Since the war broke out, Havoc Squad hasn't made a single trip to the front lines. If all of the Republic's battles are being won and lost without the help of our best team, then it's time we made changes.
Thank you, Senator Zion. Major, if you'd like to make a response, you may begin now.
Zion isn't what he seems.
The Senator speaks very persuasively, but not truthfully. I have evidence here proving that Senator Zion is a paid agent for the Sith Empire.
This is outrageous. Are we really going to tolerate wild accusations like this?
The commander of Havoc Squad deserves more than to be dismissed out of hand.
Preposterous. I called this hearing to present facts, not paranoid delusions.
It's so good that Cathar guy, I forgot his name. It's been a few days, and that's what I already forgot his name. He's on our side because of what we did, obviously, back in the day.
The imps paid you to shut us down. That's what this is about.
Please, let's all remain calm. I see no reason we couldn't delay these proceedings momentarily to evaluate this new evidence.
Guards, seal the area and allow no one to leave until we are prepared to reconvene.
Forget his name. I genuinely forget his name. I'll see it in a second, obviously. Laris or something like that?
Senator Zion, in light of this evidence, I must order that you be detained by the Senate Guard pending charges for high treason.
But this is insane! I'm no traitor! Whatever you've seen, it must be a forgery. Some kind of military conspiracy.
Please accept our apologies, Major. I hope you understand that you were called here with the best of intentions.
How dare Fidelity Rusk talk to you like that? They all do it look exactly the same in this game, which is a shame.
You have a duty to ensure that we're acting in the Republic's best interest.
That's right. And rest assured that your tireless efforts in the Republic's defense are greatly appreciated.
Given the change in circumstances brought about by new evidence, I hereby adjourn this meeting immediately. Major, you're dismissed.
What's his name? Oh, he's not there anymore. Is that in case he died in other things? Just disappeared. No. Yeah. Right, guys, you ready? It's time. I might die from this. Ooh, no, I didn't.
I'll help you.
Thanks, Alara. Much appreciated. Really do appreciate that.
This will help.
Lieutenant Mai, on you.
Major, Lieutenant Mai. I'm General Garza's new assistant. It's a real honor to meet you.
Likewise.
It's good to meet you too, Lieutenant. Could I see the General?
I'm afraid General Garza had to leave. An urgent situation on Corellia. I can put you through to her via holo if you like.
Sounds good.
That would be great, Lieutenant.
Don't trust her at all.
One moment, please.
Is she...
Major, I understand our dilemma has been taken care of. Reports are already circulating about Zion's secondary income. Rakton could have buried us with this one. If the SIS hadn't come through, if you hadn't convinced the Senate to review their evidence, we would be finished. Well done.
All in a day's work.
Catching traitors is just standard operating procedure.
Hopefully, this will be the last traitor we have to deal with for a long while. Join me on Corellia as quickly as possible. General Rakton has taken the field personally. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for.
Why are you going in person?
What made you decide to go to Corellia yourself, General?
The battle for Corellia may determine the outcome of the entire war, Major. I must take a direct role in commanding our forces. Contact me when you arrive, and I'll give you a full briefing. Garza out.
Garza really said let me get out from beyond this desk.
It sounds like you better hurry, Major. Good luck.
She really said it's my time to shine. Okay. Oh, the camera in this game is so sensitive. It can be. Yeah, it can be. Right, back to the ship. I'm going to just travel to the actual ship in case there's anyone who wants to talk before we head to Corellia. I'm uncertain if that's going to happen, but it's good to know. Oh, genre, I don't know whether you saw, but I think I have to say about this. Actually, Arik does. I don't know if you saw the episode that I did for the end of Act 2 yet, but I called it Rans the Gauntlet, because obviously Supreme Commander Rans, and then it was destroying the Gauntlet. I thought it was very, like, running the Gauntlet. Ran the Gauntlet. I thought it was very funny for that.
Outstanding news, sir. We've got a positive fix on the Deadeye's location. Garza's people just finished decrypting the coordinates we sent them.
Right, Punny,
the data points to an Imperial outpost on Hoth. Another labor camp, most
Hoth.
likely.
What are we waiting for?
Let's get down there and bring those soldiers home.
Right behind you, sir. Once we get those men out of there, we can put all this craziness behind us. I just hope we're not too late.
Right, we're going to take a brief detour on Hoth, apparently, guys. To be fair, it's going to put us at 45, like I said we would be, so works out. I knew it would be a little bit underleveled. I knew it could happen. I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen. At least we're over-leveled for this quest. I'm going to have to bring Jorgen with me, though. You've got to be Jorgen.
As you command.
Locked and loaded.
Get down to Auric Base. We'll use quick travel. Get ourselves away from here. We can't use it in here either. I love this place. Really love this game sometimes. Really, really love this game sometimes. At least this one isn't like the other one where it's down a freaking... Oh, it's on the other area. Oh, we'll have to speed it there instead.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
Right, this is going to be the wrong stop, but you know. Okay. So a decent way away. Would that have been... probably not. It wouldn't have been better. I'm going to level up from exploration again. Also, I hate fucking Hoth. There we go. I'm sure there's a world boss around here somewhere. On my way, no. Don't attack me, please. That guy is not a world boss, but he is called Ice Fang. That's an Imperial base. It's asking me to go straight through it. So it was beyond there then. Okay, so you've actually fucked me and you lied to me. Thanks, game. We could have literally went to the next. It worked out because of the you know, the exploration. But could have literally gone by way of whatchamacallit. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Speeder. That's the word. Alright, look at it going that way. You lied. Right. Let's freaking go. Oh, it's always so bright. No. It's too much. Too much for my pretty little eyes. Nearly there now. Nearly bloody there. All this to get Eric Jorgen's buddies back. Disgraceful. That worked. Look at that, right at the entrance. Couldn't have worked that out better. Love hate Hoth. I love the idea of Hoth. I don't love the design of Hoth in this game. Make sense? I actually even prefer Tatooine, even though they're somewhat comparable in terms of their the idea of them. Oh, just running on my own for a second there. Because Tatooine at least isn't blaring your eyes out as it does what it does. Yeah, they could have done a bit more with it, to be honest. I'd have loved if they leaned a little bit more into the Echo base and you could have had trench that. Yeah. Definitely. Have a bit more of it be subterranean. To be honest, what they could have done with the subterranean thing is it could have went even lower and they could have had some other, like a little biome underneath that had been developed or something by the pirates. You know, or even that the ships that had fell here, because some of them were still active or whatever, they'd created a sort of environs that was basically the heat pumping off these ships was so much so that these areas had started to just thaw, and just different things, different ideas. And there was like a lake and shit like that. I don't know, just stuff in general. Cool. Oh, this is meant to be this big war zone, but it doesn't feel very war. Oh.
You two still breathing?
1 second, because this isn't working.
More or less.
Maury, they missed a chance by turning into a real military kerfuffle because we have plenty of urban warfare areas, but they don't have many like actual pitched battlefields. Yeah, like trenches and shit like
Barracks.
that. Yeah.
Hal, you two still breathing?
More or less. Didn't expect to see you here, sir.
Nor I. Care to tell me what you two are doing here?
What are you doing here?
My job. Don't you get it? This operation was never about rescuing POWs. We've been after one thing, Dusk 9.
Impossible. That place is just a myth.
Is it? We'll never know now, thanks to you two.
You kept us all in the dark.
If that's true, then you lied to the Deadeyes about their mission's real objective.
Of course. We could hardly expect a bunch of grunts to keep their mouths shut. Next to the Emperor's location, Dusk 9 is the Empire's best-kept secret. Hundreds of Black Ops projects are born there.
It's also a prison, according to the rumors. The things that supposedly go on there, too horrible to be real.
We're more interested in the intel hoarded there. We seeded thousands of bugged soldiers into the Imperial penal system, hoping for a bite.
Thousands?
Why so many soldiers?
To improve our odds, naturally. The more soldiers we seed, the better our chances of someone winding up at Dusk 9. We were using the wrong bait. The brass at Dusk 9 weren't interested in common soldiers. But how could they resist an SIS agent? So, I bugged myself, staged a bogus rescue operation, and let myself be captured. I was awaiting transfer when you two geniuses showed up.
Our arrival changes nothing.
You can still go on with your mission.
You don't think the Imperials will be just a teensy bit suspicious that you rescued the Deadeyes yet conveniently left me behind? Now, I have no choice but to abort my mission and try again somewhere else.
Sir, we can deal with Zane later. Let's just find the rest of the squad and get out of here.
Jorgen, sir, they're dead. The cold, they didn't make it.
What? Trace? Copland? They're gone? But I thought... Zane.
Now you've done it.
What? It's not my fault they weren't properly insulated.
You killed them. You promised them a rescue that never came, and now they're dead for it.
How many other soldiers have died for you? Huh? 100? 1,000?
You can't kill me, Jorgen. Too many witnesses.
Far as we're concerned, sir, the Imperials killed him.
What? Wait, you can't just... Major, do something!
Don't do this.
Put the gun down, Jorgen. Zane has a lot to answer for, but this isn't the way.
Fine. He's not worth it anyway.
Much obliged. As for you, you think you can pull a blaster on me and walk away? I'll see you in prison for that.
One word about this to anyone, and I'll kill you myself.
Right. Consider my lips sealed.
Let's get these men back to their squad. I'll call for an evac.
Probably an empty
They're
threat
off,
from my
sir.
character, but still
Mission
felt right
accomplished.
in that moment.
I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
Honestly, I'd rather not talk about it right now, sir. Let's just get out of here.
Okay. To the ship. To the ship. Guys, we're nearly done. So close to being done.
Sir, I'd like to apologize for my behavior earlier. When I heard about Trace and Copland, I just lost it. Would have done something stupid if you hadn't stopped me.
You feeling better now?
I don't feel like killing anyone if that's what you're asking. I'd have been no better than Zane if I pulled that trigger. I'd just be another thug doing whatever it took to get his way.
Zane was scum.
Still, it would have felt good to smack him around a bit.
Yeah, it would have. There's always going to be men like Zane calling the shots in the Republic. Can't kill all of them. Better to work with the system than against it.
So you're with me?
I can still count on you, right?
Absolutely, sir. Don't know that I'll ever trust the brass again. But I trust you, sir. You kept me from making the biggest mistake of my life. I won't forget that.
Peralta, how was Thebes? Am I allowed to ask that? You are allowed to ask that now that you know I've played it. Yes, I enjoyed the new map in Marvel Rivals. Thank you for asking, Finn. Have you played it yet, Finn? First players drama me down, so I haven't hopped on Rivals yet. On Rivals, to be honest. That's fair. It happens.
Major, good. Now that you've
Hopefully you'll
arrived,
feel better
we
soon.
can begin operations in earnest. Imperial forces, including General Rakton, have invaded Corellia in full force. Local resistance fighters have barely held them back from total victory. Corellia is the tipping point for the entire war. If the Imperials win here, they could reverse all our hard-fought advances.
We'll stop them.
Corellia won't fall to the Empire on my watch.
Your target is the Bastion, one of the main centers for logistics and strategic planning in the entire Republic. Rakton seized the Bastion during the invasion. He's clearly hoping to use the information inside to plan his next campaign against us. It's your job to stop him.
So I haven't commented on this till now, but you guys might remember that a certain Lieutenant Pierce in the Sith Warrior storyline was going to assault the Bastion, helping General Rakton. That's the place we're taking back now. I will. Wraith Squadron is amazing so far. How far are you in now, Ben?
Just tell me where to begin, General.
The Bastion is one of the most heavily secured fortresses in the galaxy. Your team will need a lot of support to take it. To get the necessary manpower into the field, we're working with a local resistance leader, a Corellian security officer named Locke.
Sounds good.
Local intel can make a big difference.
Before he entered CorSec, Locke served in special forces under my command. He's a dependable soldier, and he knows Corellia very well. We'll discuss the details once you arrive. We've set up our command center in a former cantina, the Gilded Descent.
Will do.
I'll move out right away, General.
Watch for targets of opportunity, Major. Imperial commando teams are all over the area. See you soon. Garza out.
Only 38 pages, but I'm really digging the politicking and general tone of this being a Dirty Dozen type squad. Build that AS Top Gun pilots of Rogue Squadron. I love that type of stuff. I do like a little bit of politicking. I actually really liked Alphabet Squadron in the new canon. They were pretty cool in a somewhat similar way. The kind of squad they put together there, the characters that were sort of relevant to that were really cool. Okay, we're on Corellia, guys. It's almost done. If you haven't voted already, and you want to decide what I play next, by the way, guys, you jump in the Discord and check out the vote that is happening in the discussion channel. We're currently deciding what I'm going to play next on SWTOR. Now, obviously, that's not going to be straight away. Then again, it might be. But, yeah, we're deciding. So it's currently tied between a Knight and Inquisitor. So I should check out Alphabet Squadron and just dig the New Republic era government. It feels real, like everyone's trying to do good, but this isn't a band of hotshot rebels. This is the new government. I think that's what's interesting about that book in general, actually, because you've got some people who are trying to do that for the sake of that. Like Will, I think it's Will Locke in that book, is like very much a goodie. And then you've got the main character, which I can't remember her name off the top of my head. She's sort of like, she wants to be good, but she defected, but it was later on. You know, there's a lot of, you know. Before reading Alpha, yes, do that. That Pilot Company is worth reading. Anything about Alexander Freed in general is quite good, actually. I think anyone can agree with that. But we know people like Akbar and Wedge and Leia are all good, but they're always in a way stuck under the bureaucracy that comes with being government. Yeah, 100%. And I think that's quite interesting. How things just have to change as soon as the government is formed. I was thinking about this earlier as we were playing, actually, because it was the idea that a system could just secede and just join the other side, and it was just like, you could just literally ratify it. You could have made that official within a day. The whole planet could become part of someone else's, you know, just like in real life. Like land can become part of someone else's domain like that if you really wanted it to. Honestly, Twilight Company is honestly an underrated sleeper hit. People wrote it offers a tie and all, which usually has a suspect quality, but honestly gives you a story that has no right being good as both the Battlefront novels. Do you know what I really love? The concept, and it's not just in that book, but the concepts of these Imperial, like these kind of weird Imperial governor types. Because there's that one that's in the Hera and Kanan book, and there's the one that's in Twilight Company, and those characters are really fascinating to me because they're like they're not Imperials, but they are like Imperial, but then also they're enterprising, but they're also politic, like a very weird, almost a little bit mystic culty, like they're Palpatine's people. Like it's really weird. They're almost like a proto version of like the sages that Palpatine keeps around him. Like They're like a proto, less mystic, but somewhat version of that. Battlefront novels I've heard were amazing war novels, and then you look at the Fallen Survivor. Yeah. The Jedi Survivor novel was one of the worst pieces of shit I ever read. I feel when I got Wi-Fi crash just as PP was responding to me. Do you want me to say it again? I was talking about the governor woman that's in that book, but also the one that's in the Hera and Kanan book. And those kind of guys are quite interesting. That kind of level of government that's like a weird, like... They're almost governors, but they're also kind of Palpatine's weird own people. It's a really weird thing. I meant to write Jedi Survivor and got those combined in my head with Fallen Order. No, I know what you meant.
I'm not saying we're not on board, lady. I'm saying you're not the boss of me. Wouldn't kill you to show some respect.
This is war. If you can't join ranks and follow orders, then you're a liability.
Everybody just take it easy, all right? We're all on the same side. Now, General, it looks like your best and brightest is here. Why don't we get started?
We've always got that one bad apple in the New Republic, cough, Bosk, fail it. Right, we're talking about two different things now. What's going on here?
What are you all arguing about?
Questioning authority. Standard operating procedure around here.
This is Locke, the CorSec officer I was telling you about. His associate is Captain Ferris, a contract pilot who's volunteered to help us. As I've explained, breaching the Bastion will require substantial manpower. Captain Ferris and her associates will be responsible for bringing that manpower to Corellia, unnoticed.
Gonna be dangerous.
Resistance is going to be heavy.
Everyone in my crew can slip a blockade in their sleep. That's the least of our worries.
The landing bays where the volunteers' ships are docked have been captured by the Imperial forces. We need Havoc Squad to clear them out, fast. Understood?
Understood.
Ships will be freed up in no time.
Music to my ears.
There's your coordinates, Major. I look forward to seeing Havoc at work.
Good luck, Major. Dismissed.
I'm going to take 4X and... Oh, let's talk to you. Keep Arik for this, actually.
Need something, Major?
What did you... sorry, 1 second. Is that one Senator in Bloodlines? Yeah, he's a little bit different, though. He's like a Vader fanboy. So.
I'm just curious about your time in Special Forces.
It was quite a while ago now. My squad did field training and support for resistance groups on imp-occupied planets. Never thought I'd be hip-deep in guerrilla fighting in my own backyard, though. Guess that's just how desperate things have gotten. We'll have to catch a drink and talk shop sometime after this is all over. For now, though, you'd better get on with the op. Best of luck.
Isn't that the didact? Maybe? This base lighting is doing your character skin tone little favors, I know.
You want something?
Have you been a contract pilot for long?
Since I was a kid, practically. It's in my blood. In fact, I'd be flying right now if you weren't wasting time chatting. So why don't you get on that, huh?
You're so rude. And that was a bonus mission, by the way. I do feel like Chuba got these weird bonus missions that are like more active.
Yes, sir.
Got to skedaddle now. Now need to eat. I can't speak. I've got to skedaddle now. Need to eat because I have another work meeting at 8:30 tonight. Have fun, PP. Freaking work meetings again. They're really beating your ass. They're really beating your ass, John. I wouldn't be accepting it. And again, don't take any advice from me. Considering my current precarious situation. Bye, bye. Alright, just checking something quick. Saw someone say this about DC KO today. Okay, I'm interested. What are you going to say? Oh, sorry, just yawning a little bit. It's a little yawny.
Understood.
Havoc Squad.
Havoc Squad. Buying a fighting gear with no combos, no mix-ups, no neutrals, no okay, no pressure, no execution, no source. This is what the FGC needed. To be honest, I just don't understand why, when you've already got... I get DC Co as like a comic brand, so I get it in a sense. I don't know why you wouldn't just make Injustice 3. I understand Injustice 2 still does well on mobiles, so that's obviously why they didn't want to kind of overlap that. But I feel at that point you're just kind of fighting with your own audience. It's just a Contest of Champions clone. Well, yeah. What people don't learn is that, like, time changes, but the mobile wheel continues to turn in the same way. They like to make mistakes. I've got a fucking Arxis game coming out and they're talking about some fucking DC mobile game. I get you. Why am I moving on my own? I'm not even moving the game right now. What are you doing? Okay. This pisses me off to no end because I love the DC roster. I mean, we all do. You know? We all like DC. I agree with you, though. You know? It could be cool. I just think... the thing is that, like, DC is going through what Marvel had right now. And we all know that Marvel went through a really bad phase where they weren't bringing out any proper games. The games they were bringing out were mobile games that were cash grabs. And a lot of them died as soon as they were made. DC doesn't seem to be able to make a full game, so they're going down the mobile game route, and they're making stuff that people don't really want to play. Or if they do, aren't going to stay with. So it was that other one that came out at the same time as like Superman. It was like another like collect them all kind of one. I played that for like a month or two and then stopped. Not even a month, maybe 3 weeks, something like that. Played it on stream, I forget what it was called. I enjoyed it. It's just obviously you haven't got enough time to do mobile games and do your normal like. And also mobile games expect you to like stop your life, and I'm past that now. I played Marvel Strike Force for 7 years. And I wouldn't never play a mobile game again. If something was really cool, I would try it. At least for stream once or twice, but I think I'm sort of past that because the thing is, just ends up getting you fucking bothered because you just end up like, that's all you end up want to do, just sit there and play a mobile game all day. I can't lie, I think Injustice 2 is just ugly, like as in like the mobile game or like the actual game in general. I didn't mind it. That's sell the main game. Yeah. I think that's the point though in a way, isn't it? Because the Injustice universe isn't sort of meant to be like... It's meant to be a little bit more... Not dark, because it wasn't dark, but like, I don't know. My favorite mobile game has like 5-minute dailies and you can grind, but I don't see much point when I can just passively do things. Yeah, but I just think there's been a point where a lot of those games get too much. It feels like this is what DC will look like in 2016 render. 2016 apparently. 2016. I had an extra few. I thought you knocked me over the edge for a second there. I've been hooked on Clash Royale for the last 5 or so years since 6.4 and I can't free myself from it. I stopped myself. You eventually get to a point. I've got to a point and I'm like, I've got other things I want to do with my life rather than sit here playing Blitz in Marvel Strike Force. Once upon it got a lot better because they stopped doing it the way they did, but there was once upon a time where I would schedule every 2 hours to log on to Marvel Strike Force so I could get the max rewards for the new character being released. Yeah, exactly, which is why I burn out on every single other one I've played, even if it's like the only thing I can play it because free. Yeah, I get you. That does hurt a lot. Oh. Is that a gift for 4X? No, it's an underworld gun. That's for Vic.
Havoc Squad to General Garza. Objective complete. The hangars are clear.
Good work. We'll get Captain Ferris and her associates on the move right away.
General, hey, you've got the Major on the line. Good. We've got a serious problem. Imperial troops are firebombing the residential districts. The people still hiding there won't have a chance. You've got to move fast, Major. Take the Imperials out before it's too late.
Count on me.
I'll move out right away.
Not so fast. We need to consider the overall operation before we act. While the Imperials are wasting time with the residential area, Havoc can slip behind them and eliminate the men guarding their dropships. Once the dropships are secured, Captain Ferris's associates can hijack them and bring in more troops for our assault on the Bastion.
We should stop the fires.
It's more important to save lives than dropships.
We will save more lives by stopping Rakton than by stopping this raid. We need to focus.
But those are families' homes. There's no telling how many people are still hiding out in there. Look how long it's taken Coruscant to recover. We can't let that happen again. Not here.
I'll save the civilians.
If I can help these people, I have to try.
Thank you, Major. Corellia really needs people like you.
Return to base when you're finished. Garza out.
Ooh, she's not happy. We've been on good terms with her recently as well. She's been saying good job and not, can't believe you did that, Major. So it's gonna go well. I play bilateral mobile, but that's just my tune-out game, to be honest. I don't really play any games on mobile now. Actually, I tell a lie. I do have 1010, which is just like your normal 10 grid, and that's just in case I'm ever sat bored somewhere and don't have internet connection or whatever. Just to make sure I have something to not like, so my mind isn't numb. From the game loft era of mobile games, explain a little bit. I probably will know what you mean once you explain. Once you explain to me. Okay, let's go save some civilians. Elevator. Kill them all. Blow them up. Okay, that's those guys down. Let's stop this bomb going off. I don't feel like I'm struggling as much as I did when I was on Warrior going through here. I hit the wrong thing. He's down. He's down. Wrong room. Very good at this game. I promise. Second bomb. There's that one out. Wahoo! Last one. The next bomb. Kill these two guys and probably be okay after we kill the ones guarding the last bomb. Hopefully there's 3 on that. No, just 1. Okay, right. It's fine. Blow these guys up. Oh no. Finally died. It's going to happen eventually. I'm under-leveled. It is what it is. 3 levels. Under-leveled for this mission. It happens. It happens. How many times have you even died so far? I do deaths. No, no command like that. Okay. I think maybe like 3. Okay. Right, let's return to General Gaza at the Gilded Descent. Sorry, I'm just checking something whilst we're waiting. Sorry, I'm just writing something. Okay. Apologies, guys. Not to neglect you guys, just when you've been on stream for 6 hours, you've got to check and make sure everyone's not being ignored. What's she doing? Oh.
Major, Captain Ferris reports that she and her fellow pilots successfully navigated the Imperial blockade. They'll rendezvous with our forces shortly.
I'm getting a dozen holocalls a minute from our people in the residential district. Havoc Squad's got a few hundred new fans on Corellia.
You need to get those people somewhere secure.
We're already on it. The imps won't get a second shot at any of them.
General Rakton means to assault the Republic and resistance positions in this sector. He's deployed a massive infantry force.
The main part of Rakton's force is going to move through a factory in Labor Valley. A great place for an ambush.
They know about Havoc?
Has Rakton found out that we're here?
We don't believe so. This appears to be a standard infantry sweep, not any kind of specialized hunting party.
We've got 3 resistance cells hiding out in Labor Valley, all ready and willing to help out. Their coordinates are right here.
Meet with each cell and tell them that the operation is beginning, then rendezvous with them all on the factory floor. Understood?
Let me handle this alone.
Untrained irregulars will just get in my way.
I guarantee that
That
every
was
man...
not how I wanted that to sound. That was meant to be like a self-sacrifice thing.
You need...
We meet with...
Time to do some damage.
When you meet with each cell, tell them Blazing Spear is go. They'll know what to do.
Confusion over dialogue options happening
No
again.
Imperial will stand in our way. The Republic will triumph.
I think for this one, I want
Yes,
Arik. I feel like we're doing an ambush. And the sort of idea of him, you know, he's a sniper, makes sense to me.
Gone.
If everyone agrees, that's what we're doing. I'm trying to give everyone a little bit more time because, like, again, the trooper story is weird because you kind of you get them all so quickly that you don't really get to spend a little bit of time with each. Like, some people will have only just got their last companion now coming to this planet. What's your favourite storyline? So I'm partial to the Sith Warrior, which we've already done, but I think the Agent storyline is a really good storyline, and people are going to really enjoy that one when we go through it. Inquisitor was my first, so that's a special place as well. I think they're all good in their own way. The only one I really, really don't love... Smuggler is the least good in my eyes. Then Consular after that. The others are all sort of in an even keel. Really speaking. The Bounty Hunter is good in places than bad in others. So maybe it'd be more like Knight, Sith Warrior, Inquisitor, Trooper. So actually probably like Agent, Knight, Sith Warrior, Inquisitor, Trooper. Underneath that, Bounty Hunter. Underneath that, Consular. Underneath that, Smuggler for me. I just started an Agent because that's the one I stuck with. I do enjoy the Agent storyline. Okay, let's read the mail quick. The mail? The mail. Conrad Gore, back in action. Major, we've just received the official word. Dagger Wing has been cleared for combat duty. Just leaving Belsavis put the men's morale through the roof. Now they're dancing and cheering across the flight deck. Even Tobin can't keep them disciplined. We're going to give the Imperials more trouble than they've ever seen, and that's all because of you. Then Karen Vondi, Jaxor. Hi, Jaxor didn't really have any family, so I'm taking care of her stuff. She didn't have a will or anything, so I'm just doing my best. There's some pretty nice gear, and I can't think of anyone she'd want to have this more than you. She was such a good friend. I miss her so much. Oh, thanks for that. Thanks for depressing me. We couldn't have come out better on this one. Well done. Galactic City Herald. Subject: breaking out a Rim senator charged with treason. Arrested on Senate floor. Coruscant. Press and bystanders looking on today as Grom Zian, senator from Solo 5, was led out of the Senate tower in shock cuffs by armed guards. Sources say that the evidence of Zian's alleged crimes was presented unexpectedly during a hearing on Special Forces activities that the Senate himself had helped organize. One government official, commenting on a condition of anonymity, stated that the evidence included extensive financial records that inarguably demonstrated Zion's ties to agents of the Sith Empire. Other calls to Senator Zion's office and home were not immediately returned. An official statement from the Supreme Chancellor is said to be pending. Ooh. Ooh.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Oof. I'm starting to get a stiff ass. It's not in a good way. Toasty for that guy, literally. We'll get there on train eventually. I like that they changed the transport system because they could have easily made it speeders on every planet. I like that they sort of decided different things for different planets to kind of make it, you know, a little bit more accurate to said planets, you know. You meant Swamp Ass? No, my ass is hurting. It's stiff. I'm just about to know that it's a cute detail. Yeah. Do you know what? This is the thing with SWTOR, right? It's like some of the things that they've done is really like, hey, like that's really cool. You thought that out, and then other stuff is like, come on, SWTOR, you could have done better. Oh, Stiff, I thought you said Sith and were being cute. No, I was not. No, I was not. No, I was not. My ass be stiff. Oh, that droid really said, get off your fucking speeder, bitch. That was upsetting, actually. That was like sort of like a... That was personal, no? That was also personal.
You're going down.
It's yelling, Timber, you better move. You better dance. Let's make tonight. I'll be the one you won't forget. Ooh, ooh. Anyway. Any whoomst. Into the next room. Well, the next area sector. I hardly know. You really had to, didn't you? You really had to. You feel that was necessary? You feel better for that? Stupid fucking droid. Okay. Here we go. Here's the phase. Hendrik.
Blazing Spear is go. Move out.
Yeah, let's go, boys. We're gonna give the imps a taste of Corellian hospitality.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Sure. Sounds good. I tried to mount in here and I just knew I knew I couldn't. I did it anyway. I'm intelligent. I'm very smart. I am so smart. Yes, Mutty. Okay. Guys, is that how long we've been going for already? 6 hours, 12 minutes. Damn. Damn.
Get your people ready. Blazing Spear is go.
Very good. Very good. We'll meet you at the factory ready for a fight.
I can just imagine the music being like so intense during this. And it's just not. Disappointing. Is that a lore object? I think it is. That do be a lore object. Why the fuck? Please fuck off. Please fuck all the way off. Leave Peralta alone. Okay. our stop, I think, for the units before we hit the main objective. I don't know why they put these inside of phases, really. Just being a guy you talked to out in the wild, didn't think they needed like 3 phases to do this. But you know, vibes, I guess.
It's time. Blazing Spear is go.
I've been looking forward to this. Let's go, everyone.
They all seemed a little bit more doubtful. A little bit more concerning. Ooh, I'm gonna head to the top of Labor Valley. Ugh. Tell you what we're gonna do. It's a weird stopping point, but we've still got a little bit to go. We are halfway through Corellia, so it does feel a little weird. But we've got now about an hour and 15, well, an hour and 12 minutes. So I'm going to take a little break because, like I said, I'm suffering from ass stiffness. So those watching on Twitch, stick around. We are going to finish this out tonight. Promise. Those watching on YouTube, this is the end of the video. The next one will be the finale. I thought I could do it in Air 1, but it didn't happen. So the next one will be the finale. So I'll see you guys in a second. Bye, guys.